Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'll be doing another Power Family episode. This episode about Sticky. It begins with Wizard Kelly, who's the richest man in the series, showing off a scavenger hunt commercial that he and Oscar Proud, who's the creator of Proud Snacks, are sponsoring this event. The winning person or team gets to become the wizard for a day, where they get to live like kings. Due to her father co-signing this event, Penny is unable to participate due to the idea of potentially cheating. Then the Gross sisters, who are the bullies in this series, show up doing their usual routine of stealing money from others unless the kids who resist are asking for a beating. After giving them their money, Sticky along with three other tough guys came out to take the money from the sisters as they're not afraid of them. After the sisters leave, Penny and the others are in. They call themselves the Altos. Unfortunately for Penny and her friends, they took the money from Gross sisters because they are the same as them and they happen to look more tougher than the sisters. DJ and Penny wanted Sticky to go and do something, saying he is their friend, but Sticky refused and he leaves the girls hanging. When the girls went to school, it's revealed by DJ that she found out that Sticky parents are getting a divorce and that's why he came by their lunch table to give them back their money, only to take it back when the Alto shows up and they will not tolerate betrayal. At Penny House, Oscar and Trudy are arguing about the scavenger hunt since Oscar did not listen to her about making sure that he has a contract that will force Wizard Kelly, who is also an elitist businessman who takes great pleasure in humiliating Oscar, that they're working on this thing together as equal partners. But Oscar did not do it, and his snacks label is changed to something called Prune Snacks instead. The argument got a little heated as Trudy is close to attacking his manhood when he mentioned about a woman supporting her man, only for her to remind him that it's her paychecks that keeps his business from plummeting, as she's the one who is the breadwinner in the house. Penny, hearing the argument, rushed to ask them if they were getting a divorce, to which helped them calm down and assure her that they are not. Penny tells them what's going on with her as she's getting excited after learning what's going on with Sticky and his parents about how the divorce is making him act out. Trudy suggests that Sticky needs a male role model who isn't his father, and she just lays it on thick for Oscar to make him do it with the sweet talks. Oscar agrees, and after being persuaded, we finally get to see the Proud Snack Factory, which is actually a plant. Oscar shows just how incompetent he is as he's trying to kill a fly, which made him end up tearing up his own office. Penny shows up with Sticky, and she leaves him in her father's care. As Oscar's getting Sticky a tour of the plant, Oscar does seem to have some good advice if it's even a bit kind of an excuse. The recipe staying in the mind thing only works if you have the kind of mind that does remember every bit of information. The trick he pulled to make his test monkeys eat one of his snacks is goated, since there are plenty of men who will do whatever it takes to get a girl's attention, even if it's just false advertisement. As the tour is coming to an end, Sticky asks Oscar what's in his top secret room, and Oscar revealed that it's the location of every item meant to be collected in the scavenger hunt. Oscar naturally lost his cool when Sticky reminded him it was Wizard Kelly's event, but Oscar revealed that he was the one who came up with it, and he knows that someone like the Wizard couldn't make up a risk. At the end, Oscar just wants respect, which any of us understand. Sometimes he just makes it hard, but he is a good guy. His ego just needs more humbling when people like Trudy giving him good advice so people like the Wizard won't take advantage of him. When Sticky tells Oscar that he does respect for him, When Sticky tells Oscar that he does respect him, this made Oscar do something stupid. He lets Sticky see all the items and location for the scavenger hunt. Oscar drops Sticky off soon afterwards, and the auto showed up once the coast was clear. Turns out Sticky hanging out with Oscar was just a ruse to get the answers to the scavenger hunt, as Sticky Glasses has a camera so he can record wherever he wants. The autos show that they really aren't his friends, as they're also intended to take his glasses after they get what they needed off of them. The day of the competition has arrived, and naturally, thanks to Sticky, the autos are able to breeze through the competition and gain each of the items before the other contestants could get them after figuring out the riddles. Only after they've seen how they got some items that the chain triplets failed to get in time, since the triplets are supposed to be the smartest characters, did they know that the autos are cheating. While Sticky was happy that he and the team would get to be Wizard for the day, The leader revealed that they are planning to take everything from Wizard Kelly throughout that one day so that they could be living rich for life. Sticky, feeling guilty, tells this to Penny, who immediately tells him to tell her father and Wizard Kelly. Sticky at first did not want to because he already knows he's going to get beaten up for it. But Penny is not hearing his excuses as she reminds him that he doesn't just screw over a person who actually wanted to help him. Sticky finally does the right thing and confesses. Oscar talks to Sticky without any anger, and he tells him that hard times should not turn him to a hard person. And when he is dealing with stuff that he can't handle, then come to him, Penny, or anybody else who can just listen to him and he can get whatever bird off his chest. After Sticky shows that he got it, the Altos are ready to beat him down only for Oscar, Trudy, Sugar Mama, all Sticky friends, and anyone else ready to defend him. Now scared, the Altos' punishment is to be new lab rats for Proud Snatch, which is the worst punishment since we all know Oscar's new snacks are disgusting and Sticky is tasked with cleaning up whatever filth they are going to release. The episode ends with Wizard Kelly giving the entire city the chance to be wizard for the day as long as they have an invite that he sent. Of course, Oscar, being full of himself, believes that he doesn't need his own invitation, and a bodyguard refused to let him in without one, as of course Wizard Kelly will never put Oscar on his list. Oscar then bawls like a baby for his family to let him in until he chased off the property by dogs, since he's causing a disturbance. My final thoughts on the episode is that I get that people who are going through hardships can make them act irrational because they don't know how to process their feelings, and the key people who started it are the ones they would like to avoid. It must be hard to talk to your parents about their divorce, and it does affect you, especially if you're a child who doesn't fully know the circumstances other than the fact of knowing that your family's life won't be the same. Still, what Oscar said is right, and that whatever hardship you're going through should not turn you into a bad person, since it's not an excuse. Plenty of shows and books have taught that lesson, since other people got lives too, and you dealing with your own hardship should not be used to justify potentially doing something that you can never take back. Even if people know what you're going through, all sympathy goes away when someone they love is caught in the crossfire of you acting out. Remember that and you will be just fine. I like Oscar as he is a guy who wants to be successful and respected. Still, he makes it hard to root for him since he thinks he can handle things on his own, which he can, and he thinks what anybody else has to say other than giving him a compliment is just noise. It was still dumb on him to show Sticky some dangerous information no matter how vulnerable he felt when Sticky told him what he wanted to hear. I want him to finally succeed because I think Oscar had created a few snacks that anybody other than one regular customer find delicious. So he is not completely a loser. Just let his ego go and him accepting help from someone who clearly wants him to succeed if their money is what gave him his business in the first place. That'll be all, folks. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more.